Well, it's not very stable. There, it's more stable. Zoom you in a little bit. There we go. Kick it over like that. All right. So what I'm showing you here is this is a new buck boost board. It's up for more amps, but it also has a meter so you can see what's charged and charging out. The output comes up to this breadboard, and it comes into this battery charger that's specifically designed for the battery that I'm using, which is a 1000 milliamp hour LiPo. As you can see, we're flashing two on the second square. There's 4 squares, so it's got a 3/4, maybe, I mean a 1/4 to 1/3 charge, and we're charging it. And also, this is the output. The yellow and the black is going over to this piece that is firing up the main WeMOS board. And at this point, you can see the blue light on the WeMOS board, which means the battery is now powering the WeMOS. I don't have a speaker hooked up, and I'm not trying anything functional. I'm just wanting to learn the operations of this charger. So now I'm going to shut off the transformer. Now you saw a little flash, but now it's calling for power from the battery. So I'm thinking maybe I need a capacitor to buffer that little moment of loss of power, but the WeMOS light is on. We'll see how it handles it when I hook up the speaker and I'm doing chuff or something like that. But so now the way to turn this off is you disconnect either this ground or this ground. I'll do the battery grounds right here. And now everything is off. So you would have to have a switch to turn that on. But now when I plug it back in, I find that it doesn't fire up. It's plugged in. It was working. Now it's not. But it doesn't sense any draw at this time. This thing is not powered by another source. So there is a little start button here, and if you hit this, it starts up. And then it's running off the battery. Now, as you can see, the flashing stops, so we're down below 1/4 or at 1/4 now. So this battery is draining. I need to charge it longer. But the trick is to somehow figure out how to do this push button thing and break that circuit automatically. And I had an idea where I use a relay that is triggered from low voltage off of the motor. So anytime the motor gets power, this thing gets a little pulse from a relay and restarts the WeMOS. I think that might work. Or put a capacitor either in here. I think it would have to be in here because this is a logic that sees it go away. If I put the capacitor in there, you know, like 220 or 330, something like that. I have a handful of them around here. Put one in and see how that works. Then you turn on, now you go back to turn on the charger, and you did not see any flash or interruption, and the charger is now active on the battery. So we might be pretty close. This little tiny thing has a lot of smarts to it, so I'm encouraged that now I'm going to have to, I've used all my amplifiers. I don't have any laying around, so I'm going to have to build one. It's not hard. And stuff that in there and then see how the sounds work through the battery cycle. This is the challenge that I think we're having on the in the engine once we're built into the engine. So let's try that. And I wonder if this is doing, no, it's not turning on, but that's okay. Oh, there it did. Isn't that funny? So I can test. I get this out of the way. Get this up here. Maybe you can see it a little better. It probably has a bad wire, as I recall. And it does. Right there, I just did it again. Whatever's going on here, it's a little weird. There is a loose wire back there. I wonder if that's shorting somewhere somehow. Let's get that off. Get that off. I don't know what that is. All right, let's try it again. There we go. See if it'll stay working. Yeah. So right now I'm chuffing. Not very long. Not getting much air, but it's chuffing. If I hold it, it doesn't do a permanent chuff. But you can see this processor is working. It's working. I wonder if I turn it off and then I hit chuff, that works. Let's see. If I turn this off, oh, if I do positive, it stays on. If I do negative, it turns off. Well, that's because the power's on. Oh, okay. Well, okay, so here we go. Power's off. Hits is off. Still working. Gets back. All right, now do the battery. Boom, dead. Plug it in. All right, now hit this. No, it's not giving it. I was thinking it might give it a pulse back, but it doesn't. Okay, fine. You have to hit that trigger. Then you're back. Interesting. I have to say, it looks pretty solid just doing this. I'll get the soundboard built and I'll come back to it and see what it does for us then. Oh, yeah, I searched for this. I like it because it shows you where you're set and I can adjust it. 4.7 was, they wanted 4.7 to 5 and I've got it there. So I'm gonna let that charge, let this sit. I'm gonna go build the amplifier. It plugs in right here and then I can put a speaker onto it and then we can test the sounds. And then I can use this platform to modify the software to get the sounds, whatever I need to do to make those work nicely, and then we'll go from there and see if I come up with a way. There are two pads on the back of that switch. I can take them to anything else, and I think somewhere around here I have a relay. I never figured out how to use it, but now I have an idea that I could do that off the motor current. It's a low energy relay, so all we need is, a tick. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with that. Not too shabby. Just got the part yesterday, threw it together, and it seems to be doing it. Oh yeah, you can see the motor, the fan blade turning. That's cool. All right, gang, I'll let you go with that, and I'll get back to you later. Thanks.